and what's the right thing to do for this company. So he would often have conversations with the board around that, and he was good at separating those out, because he'd say, on a personal level, I just want to be the Fliteboard guy forever. You know, I'd be happy to build Fliteboards and run this company forever. From a financial point of view, it was, well, when is the right time to sell? And from the company's point of view, we used to talk in terms of who is the right owner of this business at this point in time. And I think our ability to talk about that, you know, both David as founder, but also as a board, and I was on the board from the outset, we had a lot of discussions around that, and a lot of the decision around getting, you know, when would we sell and who would we sell to was around what's the right thing to do for the business. And it's one thing I find a lot of business owners don't think about or talk about very much, is that the business is separate from the owner. And are you doing the right thing by helping this business be the best it can possibly be? And David had this great ability to separate out his personal views and desires and so on, and say, I want this to be the best possible business, and at what point in time should that result in the business being owned by somebody else? And I think that's very powerful.
I really like the way you put it about who is the right owner for the business at this point. You know, it's a nicer way to sort of context it. You know, you would have seen and met plenty of business owners like I have that become very personally and emotionally invested in their business, and they struggle with the concept of exiting it because it's a sense of betrayal or loss, or even a sense of loss of identity and all that sort of stuff. And I was saying to a client just the other day, you know, who was also a parent, as I am, and said, you know, nobody has kids thinking they want to raise needy little adults who never leave home, right? We all think we want to raise self-sustaining, good contributing children who will move on one day, right, and be themselves. And I think to some degree, you know, your business is the same. At some point, if it continues to grow and it has that opportunity or that potential, there probably does come a time where it might actually thrive better under somebody else's ownership.